Hello, and welcome to Spotlight on Education. I'm Dr. Jamie Savedoff, the Superintendent of Schools in East Brunswick, and today I'm joined by three of our staff members who are involved in our East Brunswick Master Teacher Program, an on-site professional development program. So I'd like to introduce Mrs. Darlene Aldroty, who is a basic skills teacher at Irwin School, Ms. Ruggiero, who is our staff development and grants writer for the district, and Ms. Pam Volkmann, who is a teacher at Hammersholt. Let's start off with Danielle. Tell us a little bit about the Master Teacher Program and how it came into existence.
Sure. The East Brunswick Master Teacher Program is an in-district program comparable to a master degree program that provides certificated staff opportunities for educational advancement as well as movement on the district salary guide. The goal of the East Brunswick Master Teacher Program is to provide a high-quality educational experience that is built on the findings of research through multi-learning modalities and cooperative groups focused on classroom instruction, which in the end results in graduates who are more effective teachers.
Now, how did this on-site program originate? Because our traditional way of educating teachers or professional development is either through ongoing in-house support, which is sporadic at best, and traditionally sending people to universities or colleges. So how did we get this in-house program?
Well, it was a cooperative effort between the Board of Education, District Administration, the East Brunswick Education Association, and the East Brunswick Principals Supervisors Association in cooperation with Lee Cantor and Associates. The first semester took place in the spring of 2000.
So we have had this program in effect then for a little bit over a year, about a year and a half.
That's right.
At this point.
And the program is open to any certificated staff member who wishes to participate. Staff members form study teams between 3 and 8 members, and to date over 90 staff members have taken courses in the program.
We have approximately 700 teachers in the school district. So that's really over 10% of our staff has been involved in this program. What are the requirements for graduation from the East Brunswick Master Teacher Program?
In order to receive the East Brunswick Master Teacher Program certificate, the staff member must complete 33 credits over a period of time, which is usually about 3 years. And there are 8 required courses taught via video and textbook prepared by Cantor and Associates. And there are 2 courses taught by district teachers and administrators. And there's also an elective course in a content area.
Now, what the courses that are taught by our staff, off the top of your head, do you recall what areas that's in?
Sure. We have a course entitled Inclusion, which is taught cooperatively by district administrators and also with the help of the district teachers. And the last course in the program, which is called Collaborative Action Research, is monitored by 2 district administrators, including myself. And we basically guide our staff members through the research process.
The inclusion course, that's a course, as I recall, that helps teachers understand how to work with children with special needs in the regular classroom?
Actually, it does focuses on a few things. One of them is teaching regular education teachers things that they wouldn't necessarily learn in a regular education program, how to deal with students who have educational challenges that are different from students in the regular classroom. It also teaches teachers to work cooperatively in the classroom together.
The credits that the teachers earn in the program, are they transferable?
Actually, yes. Teachers can choose to have their credits transferred toward a traditional master's degree through the Fielding Institute, which is in cooperation with Cantor and Associates.
Now, earlier you mentioned that the program began in the year 2000. So my understanding is that this spring we will have our first graduating class. And I understand, Ms. Volkmann, that you are one of the teachers that will be graduating. So I want to congratulate you for going through the program and being the first among the first group of teachers to come through the East Brunswick program. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience and your impressions of this on-site program?
Well, we started almost 2 years ago, and the group in Hammersholt was a very large group. In fact, the first 8 graduates are from Hammersholt. We were committed to doing 18 credits. We said, we'll try it for 18, but that's as far as we were going to go. Once we got through the 18 credits, we said, we're more than halfway finished. So we stayed with the program, and 8 of us just this past week completed the collaborative research part of it. It's a teacher-friendly program. It actually deals with situations that come up in the classroom. It encourages you to have a positive attitude. It gives you the feeling that you are empowered and that you can draw your strength from your colleagues. It's an incredible experience. We dealt with teachers in all subject areas, whether you were going for 18 credits or some of the teachers were going for Masters plus 30. And ideas that flowed back and forth across the subject areas were incredible. We really leaned on each other for support, and the support was there. We became good active listeners, and it was a wonderful program.
And did you find that there were, in the courses that you took, were there things that you could actually take back to the classroom that helped you in terms of becoming a more effective teacher?
I think in practically every course there were many things that you took right back to the classroom. I can remember years ago taking some education courses, and you wondered, where are these people coming from? Because that's not what you were seeing in the classroom. Well, these courses are very they take a lot of time to do each individual course, but they're applicable to your classroom on a daily basis. In each course, there's 15 hours of videotapes that are involved, and these videotapes are actually teaching sessions with different professors, but they're actually showing you films of how these activities are carried on in individual classrooms in many different subject areas. And when you see how the kids are reacting to the activities that you're choosing to do, and you take them back into your classroom, it works.
Terrific. Ms. Aldroty, how long have you been involved in the East Brunswick Master Teacher Program?
I began in the summer of 2000, so I'll be finishing up this fall as well.
Can you share some of your experiences? How has this impacted upon you as a teacher?
I think that, as Pam said, it's just been a wonderful experience for me. Everything that we learn is applicable to what we do in the classroom each and every day, and it just helps me to best meet the needs of each one of my students. And another wonderful opportunity I have is through workshops, giving workshops to other teachers, I'm able to take what I've learned and now teach it to other teachers. So it's not only in my classroom where we're working with the children I'm working with, but also throughout the buildings. And I think it's a very positive experience. I really enjoy every one of the courses, and I've learned something from every one of them.
Let me lean on both of you for a moment, start with you, Darlene. We've been talking about, in generalities about the program. Can we talk maybe specifically about the courses that you took and how you took that back to the classrooms in more specific language?
One of the courses was building a repertoire of teaching strategies, and I thought that course was very important for any teacher, because what it did was it taught you different ways to introduce material to the children. And in order for the children to be able to make a connection to what they're learning. And we all know that for children to really own what we want them to know, the connection has to be there. We also know that having 25 children or 30 children in a classroom, we have to meet the different learning styles of all of our children. And this program empowered me to be able to do that. And again, I took many of these strategies and used them in my workshops to actually teach what I needed to teach, and then the teachers were able to use them back in their classrooms. And they've been, you know, they would come back and just say, you know what, Darlene, this really worked beautifully. My kids really got it. And that's what it's all about. It's an authentic learning experience.
How would you compare this to some of the courses Pam had spoken, you know, a few moments ago about taking education courses at a university or at a college and not feeling that they related to what she was experiencing as a teacher.
I have to say that there wasn't one course that I took where what they were showing us wasn't something that we can use. And the great part was they were actually bringing all of the leaders in education, and they were bringing classrooms into my living room. And I was able to watch and see how it affected the different children. And where I don't really think in any university you really have the opportunity for each class to be able to work with the professionals who are really on the cutting edge of the research, and that's what we want and that's what we need. And they give it to us. And it's just a phenomenal program.
Pam, would you want to fill in a little bit also?
One of the best things about working with your group was that you could do it in your living room. You could do it on your deck. You could stay after school. The first semester we stayed after school 2 nights a week and worked on it together. You could do it when your group decided they wanted to meet. So that was a wonderful part. You didn't have to, on a snow day, you didn't have to drive to a campus. But the courses themselves have been really good. She mentioned one of the ones that was excellent was Parents on Your Side. And it encouraged you to be proactive, not to wait until trouble really hits with the student, but when you see the first sign, call a parent. Maybe even in the beginning of the year, have positive contacts with parents, so you've had a contact before you need to enlist the parents' help. In the booklet that came with Parents on Your Side were actual, a contract that you might just print off to have between you and a student for homework, or between a student and a parent. All kinds of ideas on how to deal effectively with parents, and really encouraging the parents to become part of a team effort between you and the parent and the student. And many teachers outside of our study groups have borrowed our booklets and ran off some of the copies of the different lists that they had. What to do, you know, if your child's having trouble with homework, ideas for parents. So it's spread far beyond the number of people that are taking an individual course. Another course that a number of people enjoyed was the technology part. And the technology part, most of us did that in conjunction with ETTC and picked up hours at ETTC, working with computers. They worked with PowerPoint, whatever you wanted to take, you could go over there. They had programs to deal with computer accessories for special needs children. You really chose what you wanted to do for your 45 hours. That was a good part too. High Performing Teacher was a very nice course. And that reminded you, for those of us that have been in teaching a long time, what it is that you got into teaching to begin with. And that you do make a difference. And you know, you may not experience 100% success all the time, but no one does. And lean on each other for help, and it works.
Sounds as though it really has created and generated professional dialogue and discussion among the teachers, not only the teachers in the classes, but as you said, the teachers in the school as well. You both mentioned something called a culminating collaborative research, action research. Can we delve into that a little bit?
Oh, I'd love to. I'm very proud of the students that just finished. Collaborative Action Research is the culminating course in the program, because what the teachers do then is take things that they have learned throughout the coursework and choose to test something in their own classroom. They come up with a problem or a need and think of ways to combat that problem or need, and they test it out. And it's just been tremendous. Some of the projects that have been just turned in for as a requirement for the graduation has included parent communication, increasing homework turn-in, increasing test scores by using multiple ways to review with students, various things, and it's just been wonderful. Also, one teacher did alternative assessment, which she found to be a very effective tool in calculating a student's grade, offering them alternative ways to show proficiency rather than just a quiz or a test.
So this also creates for us a database of experiences within the school district that we can share, of successful practices, so to speak, and we can share that with other teachers as well.
Yes, and we plan on sharing that. When teachers finish that course, we plan on sharing the results by creating a journal.
That's great. Now, how does this program fit into our overall standards within the district for professional development?
It's a good question. The course content is aligned with district staff development goals, and you know, based on being able to prepare teachers to handle the challenges that exist within the classroom. Like Pam mentioned before, the technology component is truly wonderful because we basically give teachers the creative control, being able to choose what they want to learn in technology, which allows for individual development rather than teachers having to complete coursework that they are already proficient in. I think that's probably one of the most favorite courses in the program, technology component. But a lot of things that we do in staff development in the district are a result of good learning experiences, and I can't think of a better group to turnkey than the group that has just finished.
And do these hours that they take count toward the state requirement for the 100 hours of professional development that teachers are required to have over a 5-year period?
Yes, actually, in a 5-year period, a teacher can claim 45 hours of coursework, and the program is applicable just as a regular university or college would be.
And from what I've heard today, it sounds as though rather than engaging in things that would not meet your needs as teachers, here we have designed something which I think is rather unique. I don't know of any other school district in New Jersey, not the country, but that has this kind of a program in-house for its teaching staff, so we can target that. Well, they've put a lot of hard work in, as have the other 90 teachers, and we have our first graduating class. And so how do we recognize the teachers who have gone through the program? What are we planning?
Well, we're viewing the completion of the program as earning a master's degree. We are going to have a ceremony in March, and the participants who have finished will be awarded a certificate. And like I said, we look forward to sharing their positive results with district staff in a journal. And
then we will have another graduating class, I understand, coming up in the fall, or not until next spring? We actually have another group who is finishing probably at the beginning of the fall, and then we'll have another group who finishes in early spring. We have generated a lot of interest in the program, so I anticipate that our class, graduating class sizes will be larger in the future. So we roll this forward, and we have people coming in at different times for the program. Yeah, we really offer a lot of convenience to staff. They have options if they're unable to complete a course within a semester. It's perfectly acceptable. It's basically a matter of providing a good distance learning program that has added value to it with working in collegial groups and working at your own pace. That's outstanding. Would either of you like to add anything?
Each person really is working at their own pace because you have people in a group that are only taking one course for that semester. And then you have other people in the group, which constitute another group also, that are taking 2 courses for the semester. And the groups are totally mixed, whether you're going for 18 degrees, whether you're going for your master's, whether you're going for master's plus 30. We're just all together. And there's many times that between the groups we've gotten together because something we didn't understand or didn't seem to be clear to us. Well, then we went to the next group and said, well, what did you think about this section? Or how do you think we should approach this section? So we've been back and forth between all the groups, really. And we've changed group members. As a person would complete Masters plus 30, they would no longer be in a group. It didn't really matter what level you were at. You were in some group. No one had any trouble finding a group. You don't have a group, come in and be in my group. We have a large number of people at Hammarskjöld that are working on it. I'm not sure what the number is
That's great.
right now, but there's more than 8 to replace us.
That's terrific. Darlene?
I would just encourage any teacher, you know, whether it's new or a veteran teacher, to really take advantage of the program. It's helped me to become, I think, you know, the best that I can be. And I think that that's something that we always, as teachers, have to remember, that we are professionals. We have children, you know, we work with them to help them, and it's important that we're always, you know, on the cutting edge of the newest research, and we need to do that for ourselves and for our kids. That's what
Oh,
it's all about.
That's a great note to close on. If you would like more information about the East Brunswick Master Teacher Program, you can contact the school district at 732-613-6711 or come onto our website at www.eastbruns.k12.nj.us, and you will be led to information about the program. And I want to thank the three of you for joining us, and we look forward to our first graduation ceremony, which I believe is March 20th, and that will be a very exciting night for all of us that have been involved with the program. Thank you very much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank you.